Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? I want to welcome you to Sunday morning. Finally live. It's been a minute, as they say. The last time I was live was June 10th of 2023, which is quite a while ago. And I want to discuss today why I was not live for so long and what I did. I don't know if you saw my last two videos or not. I posted a couple of videos in the past month or two. Haven't posted a lot of videos, and there's a big reason for all of this. And I'm going to share it with you today, and hopefully it will help you get better at everything you do, not just YouTube videos. But I want to welcome you. I want to welcome any of your comments. If you have anything you want to say, if you have any questions you want to ask, please put them in that chat box. I am monitoring on my phone. I can't find my iPad this morning. I have no idea where it is. I'm not very prepared. I did find my computer though, so that's where I broadcasted there. And I'll be answering any of your questions here on my phone with my fast typing fingers, which is a joke because they are not fast typing. And some of you may know, if you watch my last two videos, why I was offline for almost 3 months as far as YouTube goes. There is a reason for it, but you probably wouldn't know unless you watch my last two videos, because my last two videos, they don't ever say why, but they kind of explain why if you watch them real close. So if you figure that out, please do so. Now, I want to talk to you about any issues, and I'm going to get to why I was off, not live for 3 months in just a second. But I want to get to any issues you're having. I think a lot of people spend a lot of time in the worry zone. And when I say the worry zone, they have stuff going on in their lives. They've got problems, and we all face the same problems. We all face, embarrassment and, lethargy and, fright and all those emotions that we face. We all have them. And it's really not that we have them, because as a human being, it is part of the condition. You're going to have all these things. Okay. You're going to have sickness. You're going to have love. You're going to have disappointment. You're going to have all these things, but it's really how you handle these things. And I did a post last night, and sometimes I'll just have like a thought and I'll post it on Facebook. And I posted last night and it said solution. And then it said, work on your problems more than you worry about them. Work on your problems more than you worry about them. And I think that's where we all get kind of messed up. We're like, oh my God, I got this problem. I've got this illness. I've lost my job. I don't have enough money. My wife or girlfriend or boyfriend or husband left me. And you start to dwell on the problem instead of work on the problem. And when you dwell on the problem, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, it can't do anything but get bigger and bigger. And if you can relate to this, put something in that chat box there. I want to really converse with you guys today, because these lives, they take a lot of time. They take time out of my day, which I don't mind at all, but I want to get some reaction from you guys. I want to see how you're feeling. Are you experiencing some of these same things, these problems in life? And they're all going to relate back to why I was offline for 90 days. Let me get a sip of water here before my throat goes out. It's early morning. Yeah, you guys ever get that? In the morning, your throat just won't kind of clear out. Of course, as we get older, I guess it does it more and more and more. But as you face these problems in life, no matter what they are, whether they're work related, whether they're personal related, whether they're health related, we have a choice. We have a choice. We can dwell on them or we can work on them. Those are the two choices you have. There is no in between. Okay. There is no in between. You're either going to work on the problem or you're going to dwell on the problem. Some of us try to forget a problem, and generally it does not go away. If you forget not making your car payment, that doesn't go away. Okay. Even though it's a problem, you got to work on it. You can dwell on it. You can work on it. It's up to you. So if you could relate to some of that, let me know if you can. What have you been working on? Also, I want to know what people have been working on. Put that in the comment section. And when I say put it in the comment section, right now I'm live, but some of you may not be watching it live. And if you're not watching it live, put it in the comment section below the video there. And then, I can come back and I'll answer you guys. And matter of fact, I think I get 2 or 3 comments in there today that I haven't answered yet, which I'll get in there today and answer those. But let's talk about this. If you've been doing something Let's say you're trying to sell widgets online, okay, whatever it is, and you built a website and they're not selling. What do? Do you say to yourself, well, widgets don't sell online, okay, or whatever you're selling, sunglasses or camping gear or t-shirts or whatever, and you try to convince yourself, you say, well, I've done everything I can and t-shirts don't sell online. People just aren't going to buy them because I've done a website, I've done everything that everybody told me, and yet the t-shirts aren't selling. Now, is that the truth? Well, no, because deep down inside you're like, darn it, there's other people selling t-shirts and they make money. So what you try to do when you start to see that is you say, well, they're different. Okay, they're different people. The reason their t-shirts are selling and the reason my t-shirts aren't selling is because they are different. They've got a skill, or they've got a gift, or they were lucky, or they hit it at the right time, or you start to go through all of these reasons why somebody else is doing well at something and you're not. When the fact is, maybe you're just not doing it right. Maybe that's it. I've been online making a living since 2000, kind of 9 or 10. I started in 2009, and then 2010 I started making a little bit of money. And then 2011 I got my own branded product, which is Survivalcave food. But over those years I've learned a lot. Okay, and I've had ups and downs, and I've seen so many people come and go online. I've been on YouTube since 2015, I think. And I don't mean been on it. I mean, had a channel where I did a video. And my first video was just horrendous. It was one of the worst videos you'd ever see. I heard you had to have a green screen. So I did a green screen. And I can't remember the color shirt I had on, but the green screen behind me, I changed to like a light blue, and it just faded out. I didn't know how to work my camera. And, it was very, very blurry. And it didn't look good. And, I could have said, well, you know what? This stuff doesn't work. Nobody's watching my videos. It doesn't work. So from that point forward, I improved some. But I would say for the next 5 years, I did so-so videos. They were just so-so. And when I say so-so, I would get some views, but I wasn't getting any traction. And then for the past 3 years, I guess, something like that, I had a video editor. And I said, hey, I want you to edit these videos to make them look better. So he started putting B-roll in there and started putting stuff on the screen and all that. And that went on for, 3 years. And actually I got rid of my video editor because I wanted him to do more with it. Okay. And I kept saying, hey, do more with these videos, make them better. Hey, watch this video. What do you notice about this video? And he pretty much would do what I tell him to do, but he wouldn't try to get any better. It was the same. So I guess it was about 3 months ago, something like that. No, it was probably 6 months ago. In all reality, I started looking at other channels and I started saying, well, this channel here is getting 100,000 views on a video, or, they get like 100 or 200 views within the first 24 hours. And I don't get that. Now, I'm not saying that I don't get views on my videos. I have one on here on this channel. It's got 150,000 views. I think that was more of a fluke, but I've got some that's got 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. But overall, my views weren't what I wanted them to be. And I was disappointed. And I started to think to myself, I said, why is this? Is it because it doesn't work? Well, no, I couldn't run myself down that road. I couldn't say, hey, videos on YouTube don't work. That doesn't make sense. I could say things like it's overcrowded, or there's too many videos there, there's too much competition. But even if you go down that road, you'll find people who recently started on YouTube that are doing really well. So that kind of wipes out that excuse. So I had to sit back and say, what is it? What is it about my videos that weren't getting the views that I wanted? Now, some people would say, well, you're doing fine. You get 7,600 subscribers, and you've got, 150,000 views on one video. And, overall you do really well, but it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. I looked at it and I said, I'm putting in too much effort. And I was doing, I was batch recording. And when I say batch recording, I would take an entire day and record 8 or 10 videos in a day. And then I started listening to some top YouTubers. I started listening to Mr. Beast. I started listening to Casey Neistat. I even took Casey's course. And as I went through those courses and went through my analysis, I noticed that they would spend hours on one video, or days, or Mr. Beast could spend weeks on a single video. And I'm like, how in the world could you spend weeks on a single video? So I started to break it down. I started to look at the videos that they were doing. They were so intricate. They were so detailed. Every few seconds there would be a cut, there'd be an edit, there would be some B-roll, there'd be something. And, I was basically sitting behind this desk as I'm doing right now and talking to you guys, which is fine. And I could keep doing that. However, by doing that, I think it lost the attention of some people. And when it lost the attention of some people, that hurt my views. So what I did with my last couple of videos, and I've got another one coming out real soon too that I'm working on, is I said, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to sit there and do 8 or 10 videos in a single day and hope that one of them hits, because they were boring. I mean, there was good information, don't get me wrong, but they didn't hold your attention. And nowadays, to hold somebody's attention, something's going to happen every 2, 3, 4 seconds. I mean, it literally has to happen every 2, 3, 4 seconds. So I experimented. For my last 2 videos, I did a lot of cuts. I did a lot of edits. I did a lot of B-roll. I was filming in different areas. I wasn't even at the same spot. And I mean, some of them, these videos were filmed over a period of days, where, it took me that long to actually put it together. But here's something I noticed. When I uploaded those videos, I would get hundreds of views within 24 hours. Now, hundreds may not sound a lot to some people, but on my channel, I was averaging 20 or 30, okay, in the first 24 hours. So when I look back on it, I'm like, that's the key. That was the key. And that's why I quit. I quit because I wasn't satisfied with the results. Now, I didn't quit in the manner that, I say, well, I quit, I'm never going to do that again. I quit and I stepped back and I said, what is it I can do? What is it I can do to improve my videos? What is it I can do to engage you more than I was before? And it was making videos that had a lot of edits. Okay. A lot of stuff going on. I picked B-roll. I picked funny scenes from movies. I picked all kinds of stuff. And I started interjecting those into my videos. And I got to tell you, if you have a YouTube channel right now and you're not getting the response you want, I would almost guarantee you it is the edits. Now, before I even talk about those edits anymore, let's talk about thumbnails. My thumbnails were terrible. My thumbnails were terrible because my video editor, who, I'm sure he was doing whatever you want to call it, his best, but he didn't try to get out of the box. He didn't look at anybody else's thumbnails. He just put some colors up there, an expression on my face or whatever, but it didn't really tell a story. So if you notice the last 2 videos I put out, they tell a story. I mean, when you look at the thumbnails, and I would say the most recent one is probably a whole lot better than the one I did previously. But when you look at them, there's something going on. You're like, well, what's going on in this picture here? I need to click this to find out what's going on. That wasn't the case with all the thumbnails for the past 3 years, even though we started doing them. And keep in mind, when I first started doing videos, I didn't even have a thumbnail. Okay. I didn't have anything, I didn't have a thumbnail. I didn't have a description. I didn't have links. I didn't do anything. So really for the first 5 years, I wasted my time because I didn't do it right. I just didn't put the effort into it. And then for the previous 3 years, I put more effort into it, but not near enough to where it needed to be. Let me get another sip here real quick. I needed for it to look like a Mr. Beast video or a Casey Neistat video. Now, do they look like that? No, but I'm leaning more in that direction now. I'm putting more effort into it. I'm putting more things into my problem. So the problem was I wasn't getting the results I wanted. So I could either dwell on that or I could work on that. And that's what I told you in the beginning of this broadcast today. Are you dwelling more on stuff? And I'm looking down at my phone here for comments and so forth. So, put some in. Are you dwelling on your problems more or are you working on them more? They're not going to really go away. They're going to be there. That car payment's still going to be there, even if you don't try to make some money to pay for it. Okay. It's just going to be there. So I guess my message today is don't dwell on your problems, work on your problems. Step back every now and then, like I did. I stepped back for, 90 days. When am I going to be live again? I'm not sure. It's based on your response and, how much feedback I get on these videos. I have heard through statistics that live videos actually hurt your channel. They actually hurt your channel. Now, they may make you feel good because some people talk to you or whatever, but overall, they can hurt your overall metrics of your channel. And the next thing a lot of people are doing now, they're doing shorts. And I did a few shorts, Shorts will make you feel good because you're going to get hundreds or thousands of views. The past couple shorts I did, I got over 1,000 views, which is great, but some of them get millions of views. But some people say they hurt your channel. I don't know. I think it's different for every channel. But the problem with short videos is that you're going to get some subscribers, but nobody's going to watch your long videos. And if they don't watch your long videos, it really doesn't help your channel. It kind of hurts you. As a matter of fact, if you get a lot of subscribers from shorts and they don't watch your channel, YouTube looks at it and says your views to subscribers is very low. So we're going to quit showing your videos to other people. And that's what YouTube does. Now, YouTube's not trying to be mean. They're just trying to get viewership. Okay. If you're not getting the metrics they want, they're going to take, suggested videos away from you. Now, my last video, I would say 80% of the views came from suggested. That's what I want. That's where YouTube steps in and says, hey, we like this video. We're going to show it to more people. That's what we want. We want suggested videos. I have another one coming out about passive income. I think it's pretty good. It really gives you a lot of things you can do, things that you can actually apply right now without having to wait, without having to come up with new ideas and all that stuff. You can actually take these things and apply them. And I feel really good about that video. It's going to take some time. This video is going to take a lot of time to put together. So don't expect it tomorrow or the next day. That's just not going to happen. Maybe the end of next week or the week after. So I have stepped back from doing, 4 videos a week or, 3 videos a week. I'm not doing that. I'm going to do really super high quality videos that you can get something out of, that you can actually use, that when you're watching the video, you don't want to stop watching it. Okay. That is an art. That is why there's so few people like Mr. Beast or like Casey Neistat. There's not a lot of people like them because the amount of work it takes to put out one of those videos is phenomenal. I mean, guys, I can't begin to tell you, like my last video, I probably had 200 edits in, and it was an 18-minute video, 200 edits in an 18-minute video. And you say, well, my gosh, that's a lot. Now, if you look at Casey's, he'll do an 8-minute video or a 7-minute video, and he'll have 300 edits. 300 edits. I counted them. There's a bunch in there. Okay. And Mr. Beast does the same thing. And I'm just picking out those 2 guys because they're 2 of the top YouTubers in the world. So in order for me to go forward on YouTube, I wasn't going to quit. I wanted to step back and I wanted to make it better. So what you can expect from me in the future is better videos, better content, more entertaining content, more funny content that's going to make you want to continue to watch. Because here's the truth. If I do a video and it's got a lot of great information about how to make money, but it's boring, you're not going to get all the way through it. And if you don't get all the way through it, you don't get anything out of it. So I do you a disservice by doing that. So I have to engage you more. And you got to participate too. You got to put comments in there, say something, say hello to me if nothing else, but you've got to participate too, because the more you participate, the more you like and subscribe. And I mean, we all get tired of hearing these YouTubers going, like and subscribe to my videos. Make sure you comment below. But it really matters, because when YouTube sees that, what YouTube does is they push that video out to more people. And when they push it out to more people get to see it, more people get to see it. And of course, obviously, you're going to get more viewers. So it's really important that you do that. So if you don't mind, take a second here, and I'm running short on time here, but take a second and give me a thumbs up. Do that. Just do it real quick. Give me a thumbs up. I'll be watching here on my phone, and comment, say something, reply in there, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. I know that when I do a live, 99% of my views are going to come after the live. That's just the way it is. Who has time on 9:30 on a Sunday morning? Okay, it's 9:30 Central Time. I don't know what time it is where you're at, to go watch a live video. But I'm doing it to let you guys have an outlet. So if you want to ask me questions, if you want to know something, if you want to learn something, you'll have a place to do it. Now, I'm going to try to do this on Sundays so that you guys have an outlet. So if you can mark your calendars for that, or if you have another day that you think is better and you want to send me a message, you can send me a PM or DM. Is it DM or PM? I don't know. Private message, direct message, one of those things. You can do that if you have a better time, or you can put it in the comments section there below. It doesn't matter if you're watching this live. It doesn't matter if you're watching it afterwards. I go back through and I read those comments. It's very important. So what I want you to leave with today is that you're going to have problems. We all have them. Some problems are more severe than others. But I was having a talk with my wife the other night, and whatever problems you have, they're your problems. So they're bad. Okay. They're really bad. Now we can say, well, you shouldn't be upset over anything because you're not in Ukraine getting bombed every day. That's a whole lot worse than whatever you've got on your plate today. But the fact is, since you're not in Ukraine and since you are here, or you're in Mexico, or you're in China, or wherever you're at watching this, or in India, I know a lot of my audience is in India, your problems are bad to you. Okay. So it's so easy for people to blow it off and say, well, your problems are nothing, man. Look at this guy over here. Well, you're not this guy. You're who you are. Your problems are important to you. So I get it. So what you need to do is the solution. And the solution is to work on your problems more than you worry about your problems. Worry will just make you feel bad. Working on your problems, even if you don't solve it, at least you tried to do something. Okay. That's going to help your mental state more than anything in the world, is if you try and do something. Okay. Doing nothing, sitting back and ignoring stuff just really festers. Okay. It gives you a really awful feeling. And if you're listening to this, you've probably done it and you know what I'm saying to be true. But the problem is sometimes working on problems is difficult and it's hard and it's arduous and you don't want to do it. Those are exactly the things you should do. All those things you don't want to do. I had a relative I was talking to probably a couple of years ago, and I was talking about, you got to get up and you got to do all these difficult things every day because that's what really gets you some success. That's what really makes you move forward. And this relative says, well, I don't want to get up every day and do things I don't want to do. I was like, wow, you have to. I mean, this is what it is. And there's no explaining to somebody that you have to do things you don't want to do to get to where you want to be. So I hope this helped you out some today. If it did, hopefully you can give me a thumbs up. Let's see, Karen Bensdon, great advice. Changing perspective reveals solutions. Let's see here. I'll put something in here. Thanks so much, Karen. Really appreciate it. And yes, it does. But you know what? It's not a natural thing to do. It's not natural to sit back and go, wait a second, let me analyze how I'm thinking about this. It's not a natural thing to do, but it's what you got to do. You got to say, how am I approaching this problem? What am I doing about this problem? Am I dwelling on this problem? Am I working on this problem? What am I actually doing? And the reason it's hard to do that is because your mind is the most convincing thing you'll ever come up against, because it's you. And you're going to believe everything that you tell yourself. Okay. If you tell yourself it's insurmountable, you can't solve this problem, there's nothing you can do about it, then that's what you're going to believe. Okay. If you tell yourself that, there's a way out and there's other people solving this problem, there's other people selling t-shirts online. Okay. There's other people making money selling t-shirts. Then you're going to solve the problem. So hope that helps you out today. Don't forget, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, comment below. And hopefully I'll see you guys back here next Sunday. If you like something like this, let me know, because then I'll come back. And if I don't hear from you, well, I'll work on something else. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you real soon.